Hello. Before we get into this video, I'd like to go over the equipment being used. I have a hand-wired, it's a 50-watt tube amp that has a two-channel Fender Bassman and Marshall Plexi channel in there. And it's all going through a 212 cabinet, which is made by Schroeder Cabinets, which I'll put a link down in the description. One of the best cabinets I ever used. Super light too, with tons of tone. Amazing cabinets. Gotta check them out. And then we'll be using a Shure 57 on one of the speakers, and I have an AKG condenser mic that I'm using on the other speaker. So we'll get a nice little blend of the tones. All right, enjoy. Hello, and today we are going to go over what a bright cap is on an amp. And my amp, what it has is it has two separate channels, but they're both blended with a master volume. And I have a Fender Bassman and a Marshall Plexi channel pretty much blended together, but there's no tone caps on them, so they're a little dark. And I really wanted to bring the brightness out of this amp, and a tone cap is a good way to do that, or the bright cap, I should say. But basically what it's doing is it's letting more frequency through and filtering certain frequencies, kind of like a crossover with the pot at lower volumes. So if you got your channel cranked all the way up, that's going to be bypassing that capacitor. But when you have them lowered down to where, like right when the gain starts breaking up, or just after that gain starts breaking up, you want to get more of that clarity and that crispness and articulate, like kind of sensitivity, so to speak. That's the way to go. And just to give you for reference, on the Bassman, I ended up adding a 10, I think, on that one, and a 47 on the Marshall side. I'm just going to really demonstrate the Marshall side because it's the more bright and sensitive. So we'll see more of the difference between that. But if you notice on the amp, everything is up at noon, and I'm pretty much just kind of starting off from there as just a basic flat EQing across the board. I got the gain channel, or I should say the channel at noon as well. So it's just right when everything starts breaking up really nicely. It gives you still that clarity, but a little bit of gain behind it. And master volume is at around 10:30-ish. So just right when the tubes are starting to really kick in, you're not really over cranked. Already I felt immediate difference. Very, like I said, articulate and sensitivity on the strings. So it's got a great sound, very warm already. And it's, like I said, kind of brings out those articulate frequencies, kind of brings it out a little bit. But what I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and put the treble and the presence over to about 3 o'clock. And we'll see a little bit more of what that frequency is going to be bringing out now. All right, so now we got it cranked up a little bit. Now we're at about 3 o'clock on the treble and presence. Now we're going to kind of see a little bit more of what the brightness is going to be coming out of the channel now. a little bit more articulate, a little more of that tick, tick, ticky, not tinny, ticky. Almost like now we're starting to kind of get into that Dumble kind of territory. So now let's crank it up even more. We're going to go ahead and boost all the way to 10 on these ones. And we're going to really see what brightness we can get out of that. Okay, now we're going to really see more of that brightness come out. Now we got them both cranked all the way up on presence and treble. Let's hear how that sounds. So there you go. So there's the nice brightness that we can get out of that and be able to kind of tone that, or I say tune that in. And it's nice having that there as opposed to trying to pull it out and saturating the frequencies with like an EQ pedal or something where you're really pushing a lot of frequencies that aren't naturally coming out of the amp. And this is a good way to just kind of naturally just put just that little bit. But I hope this helps. Like and subscribe. Thanks again. Have a great one.